Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Resident Evil Village. We are currently in the Beneviento house in the doll workshop, and it's a little bit creepy. We have had all of our items and belongings taken from us. It looks like there is a doll version of our wife on the table here that we have been gradually taking apart to find bits and pieces of in order to get out of here. There's a part of me that thinks that this is actually our wife, and we are slowly but surely taking her apart, and we're going to have that realization at some point soon. I hope it's not the case, but I can't help but think that. We're completely unarmed. We have absolutely no way of... Okay. We have no way of defending ourselves should anything happen like that. I have noticed that there are a lot of empty cabinets which we can actually get inside of and close the door. So there's a part of me that thinks that hiding is going to become a important part. I don't like these sounds. Not one bit. This was the film room, wasn't it? Okay. This room doesn't seem to have anywhere to hide, so I'm taking that as a good thing. I won't have to hide. Oh, hello. Our happy family. 1. Rose's best friend in the whole wide world. 2. She really likes this fairy tale. 3. The most important thing in the world to us. 4. A wedding gift from Grandma. And 5. Proof of Ethan's everlasting love for me. Okay. Is that what's going to be on this film? Oh, I understand. Right. Rose's best friend in the whole wide world. That's going to be Baby, or little Teddy. She really likes this fairy tale. That's this one. The most important thing in the world to us, that's obviously going to be Rose. A wedding gift from Grandpa, which is probably this. Which means the last one is proof of Ethan's everlasting love for me. Yeah, okay. Let's play that and see what happens. Boy, I don't like the look of this. That's a well. That's a crib, I think. And there's a ladder down the well. Oh. Well. I certainly didn't expect that. But okay. We got more dolls. Oh, that's a lot of dolls. Holy fuck, that's a lot of dolls. This makes me extremely uncomfortable. I can't help but feel that they're gonna start looking at me as we walk by. Please don't do it to me. Damn. I don't have anything to break it with. Is there anything in here to grab? Doesn't look like it. So what am I missing? I'm missing like my knife or something along those lines. Was there something sharp we could grab in here? Because I didn't see anything if there was. Actually... Okay. Breaker box. Doll woman. I feel like it kind of has to be in the doll workshop, doesn't it? I'm really nervous about actually running because we've been caught off guard by a couple of things when we've been running. This picture, one of them. Okay, so is there a blade somewhere in here? Oh, that door opening actually frightened me a little. I gotta be honest, this arm, I feel like there's something we're missing with it. Like something really obvious that we're missing with it. The only other thing is this left eye that we can roll. But there doesn't seem to be much else we can do. What was that sound? Like in here feels like the exact place that there would be something sharp. But I'm just not seeing anything. That fucking door again. None of these are openable. This door is locked. Definitely feel like there's something I'm missing. Can we use the silver key? It's too tough. You need something to cut them. Maybe there's something down here I missed? Nope. I feel like what's in the arm is for that. The arm that we have, like this one that we can pick up. I feel like what's in the end of that is for that door. But there's something really obvious that I'm missing. I just don't know what it is. Maybe it is in that room with the breaker box, because there's nowhere else it could be. Is there anything in here at all? Yeah, power's out. Okay, we got that. That silver key doesn't fit the lock. Right. Then there's definitely something in here I'm missing. I can't open anything on the desk. Oh! Alkaloids of mountainous plants. Well, that's not useful at all, is it? I don't know why it's letting me do that. Can I do it with all the bookcases? No, just that one. Interesting. Oh dear. Oh, no, never mind. I thought there was all the dolls had broken or something like that. They all have the House Beneviento symbol on them as well. Oh, here we go. This one has a scissors. They're all gonna fucking do something now, watch. Okay. Telephone? Why would I pick up the telephone? Seems like an odd thing to do. You motherfucker.
Please, Ethan, listen to me. I didn't want to keep it from you.
Mia?
I didn't want to lose you again. I didn't want to destroy this family.
Mia, what are you talking about?
I love you both so much. I had to. I had to do it.
Okay. Interesting. Molds. No, I didn't think that. Oh, there's a wee baby depression. Right, okay. Right, gotcha. Oh, this is gonna be... Yes. Okay, we've come full circle. Yeah. You've come full circle. Okay, I get you. I swear to God, game. I swear to God. Oh. Oh no. Okay then. No, this goes in here. Her eye was the crow, wasn't it? Yeah. Her eye shows the crow. So I have to assume that's the right symbol. No? Oh, yeah, it's that crow. But I don't... Ah, it's the three shut eyes. Yeah. So that's what the elbow joint part was. Fuck off, that's way too dark. Don't, like, no. Don't you be doing this to me. I am not okay with this. What the hell is the creaking sound? Oh, we saw this in the film. There's going to be a crib here. Yeah. Although the fact that it is currently rocking is not making me feel great. I was hoping we could pick up that rope or something. Right, we're gonna have to go down this ladder, and I'm not looking forward to that. I have no idea how far down it goes. Oh, and now we're in water. Isn't that just fantastic? Oh, the breaker box key in someone's hand. That is fucking creepy. That is really fucking creepy. What the fuck? I don't like this. I do not like this. Please stop with the baby crying. It makes me extremely uncomfortable. Why is everything dark? Oh, fuck. Why is everything dark? Oh, there's blood all over the table now. Please turn off now. We got a blood trail. I don't want to lock myself into here, but I feel like I should save. Now. My two questions... Oh, that's locked now. Okay, well, there's only one way to go. And I'm genuinely not feeling good about it. Oh dear. That is someone's entrails. Do I really have to do this? Dear Lord. Like, this feels like it's like someone's intestines or something like that. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? That is not okay. That is not fucking okay. Yes. It's like a giant fucking fetus. Oh god, I don't want to go by the dolls. This feels absolutely awful. I do not like this. Can we turn the lights back on, please? No? I need a fuse. Of course I need a fucking fuse. That thing looked absolutely terrifying. Oh, all the dolls fell. No, just one of them. Please don't be here. Please. Oh dear. I don't like you being there. Not one bit. Not one fucking bit. Okay, well the lights are back on, so that's at least a step in the right direction. Where is this going to take us though? Okay. Is there anything of use in here? Nope. Bedroom. Looks like a ceremonial dress. Oh no, I'm not looking under the bed. That is a horrible idea. This looks very out of place though. I'm going to open this as an option to get in. Hide. Why would I hide? Can I open this thing? No? Oh. Oh, now I know why I would hide. This is about to turn the lights off, isn't it? Shit. So why am I hiding? There's also a doll's head under here, makes me extremely uncomfortable. It's gonna be right outside the door, isn't it? I don't like the sound of that. I am extremely uncomfortable right now. Fuck! Jesus, don't do that to me. Fucking get under. Fucking get under! Jesus, that terrified the shit out of me. God, it sounds terrifying. Jesus, look at it. I feel like we have to go. We have to go. I don't care if it saw me, we have to go. Look at the trail it leaves. Jesus Christ. The doll's gone. Can't go that way anymore. Great. Jesus Christ, the place is in bits. Gonna be here again, isn't it? Can I oh no, it's blocked. That's what all the fucking ruckus was. I really hope it just stays upstairs. I really don't want to deal with it again. Fuse in. Oh no. Fuck. Fuck. The door is closed. Fuck. What am I supposed to do? What the hell am I supposed to do? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Please come around this way. Yes, come around this way. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Open, open, fucking open faster than that. Go, 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 go. That's not okay. That is not okay. That is really not okay. 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 I don't like this. No. That's Donna. Where the hell is she? The fuck was that? Oh wow, that's a lot of dolls.
Don't leave. I can't let you.
You're still alive, huh?
Oh dear.
Before my friends murder you!
Are we about to play fucking hide and seek?
Tick-tock! Your life, son of I.
Wait!
Try and find me.
You're joking. Nope, not that way. Nope. I am not enjoying this one fucking bit. Jesus Christ, look at the dolls. I can hear her squealing. Nope. Maybe she's upstairs? These are getting fucking angrier and angrier. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Are we dead? Are we dead? No. Okay. I found you though. I have no first aid. Where the fuck did she go now? Found you. Ow!
Fucking monster.
Whoa. Do I have to find you again? There.
You do this to Rose too.
Rose doesn't try to murder me. Oh god, all the lights are getting like red. Sounds like this way. Oh, there, she's right in front of me.
We're never going to get out of here.
Oh, what is going on with your head?
Stupid idiot! What are you doing to my cute friends?
It's
Okay.
over.
So it was her that was controlling it.
Mia,
It's a key.
I'll make things right.
I think it's a key.
What? Good. I need to get out of this place.
Okay, yeah, combines with the four-winged key. Now we've got a four-winged
So
unborn
that's who was
key.
behind all this?
Angie is her name. Okay, we got all our stuff back. There's still something in here I apparently haven't found. We've been everywhere downstairs. And we've been everywhere upstairs. It's just this room that I'm missing something. Well, what is it? Oh, do you know what? It's probably the fucking flask. Legs.
That makes two.
Yeah, it was a flask. Okay. That was absolutely harrowing. And I don't ever want to do that again. I actually am hurting. Those fucking dolls. Those fucking dolls. And that giant goddamn fetus monster. Oh, Christ. Terrifying. That was infinitely more scary than anything in Castle Dimitrescu. Have we anything here? We might be able to do something with the treasure here now. Oh, this fucking thing. The lights gave out on this before, didn't it? Let's hope it doesn't... Or maybe it wasn't this one. No, I think it was this one. Let's hope it doesn't do it again. I wonder if we'll run into that... I still don't know what her name is. The hag with the staff. And the stories. Okay. I wonder if I'll get my my picture back. No? Okay. I guess not. Oh, we do. We didn't find the other half of that though. No. Okay. Maybe we'll come back to here when we find the other part of that craving. Were they here before? I think they were all dolls before. Oh, this stuff is open now. And this way is blocked now. Okay, so we have to go this way now. Sniper ammo. Nice. We didn't have a whole lot of that. Can we get into this place? You have a weapon in your hand. Yep. Oh, great. Are we done here? I hope we're done here. Gunpowder. Money. And money. I'm expecting something to drop on me here. Then I wonder what the whole point of that was. Oh. This is actually the first time I've used this pistol. It's doing... okay. Got a lockpick. I hear it, I hear it. It's outside. It's fine. I can deal with that, it's outside. Ooh! Grenade launcher though. And a mine. Okay. I'm just gonna have this on the ready. Hello. Missed. I can't believe I missed the fucking shotgun blast. Oh, wait, that was not the most ideal of situations, I must be honest. Okay, grenade launcher. Okay, I need to think about this now. Let's move these down to here, and this should fit here. Excellent. Confirm. Excellent. I don't intend on using that unless I absolutely have to. I also saw this cage. Okay, it's just money. Can I open this? Yeah, I can. Sun. Oh, for the... We haven't seen the labyrinth, though. I have no idea where that's going to get used. Maybe we're going to find it really soon. Oh, I fucking jumped. You know what? Just take it. Okay, there's nothing to pick up there. This is open now. Seems to be a dead end. I'm expecting shenanigans though. We got a well. What's inside? Ah, there it is. Nice. Is that a lockpick? Oh, nice. The key. That's what we were looking for. From the for the gardener, the Beneviento gardener. Okay, money. An outhouse. Come on, open it up. Anything? Oh, photo of a strange bird. Oh yeah, should we... Whoops. We got that. We shot him down and we got like was it juicy game or something like that for it. Well, we'll... Oh! The head of the doll. Yes. There we go. Miss Madalena. A complete antique doll of a young witch based on a local legend. Okay, cool. Let's give this a try. I'm hoping it's not going to be too hard. It doesn't look easy though. Oh, the corners raise and lower, so we're going to have to try to take this slow. But I need to make a jump in the middle there by the looks of things. Or is it just a tunnel? No, it is just a tunnel. Okay, let's give it a go. Actually, I might just save first in case, because I don't know if I screw this up. Is it a one chance only thing? So I'm going to save first, just in case. What was that? Where is it? It's on a moon ball. There we go. Okay, slow it down. Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast. We want to wait for it to come up and then... Ooh, slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow it down. Slow. Slow. Okay, slow, 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 slow. This one doesn't have any help whatsoever. Yikes. Careful, careful, careful. Okay, careful. And done. Oh, an onyx skull. That's pretty cool. Obviously, that's going to be worth quite a bit. Crystallized human remains found near the labyrinth, found in the labyrinth near the house Beneviento. Okay. Let's keep her moving, see if we can't get back to the Duke. And relative safety. Oh, this fucking bridge. Oh dear. Where are they going? I sincerely hope I don't have to fight them while trying to cross this bridge. There's actually a lot more bridges than I gave them credit for. They're flying around down there anyway. There doesn't seem to be any dolls out here anymore. They're all just dead bodies now. Or hanging bodies, or whatever. Really? You going down? No? Now you are. Oh. We've got a crate here now. Handgun ammo. That doesn't bode well. Okay, one at a time. One at a time. Please. We got a cage there now. With money. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Okay. How many of you is there going to be? I am sincerely running out of bullets. Last one. Nope, wasn't enough. Have I got enough to make some more? Yeah, I do. And I wouldn't actually mind making some more sniper rifle ammo as well. 2 gunpowder, 2 rusted scrap, 2 gunpowder, 1 rusted scrap, 1 chem fluid. I've got a lot of bombs. Just reload that. Yeah, I have a feeling there'll be more. Did I miss? Somehow, apparently. Okay, so there's quite a few cages. Let's drop them all. Viviant. Handgun ammo. Could have saved now making the second round of those, but okay. More handgun ammo. Okay. Is that the lot? I think that's the lot. So let's skedaddle. I could probably make some... Oh no, I don't have enough. I'm short 1 gunpowder. Okay, that's fine. I have enough handgun ammo to get by. I'm expecting shenanigans here though. In the long grass. Something jumping out from under the ground would be very hidden. Okay, interesting. Nothing. Why are you playing with a doll, Duke? That's a little on the nose, isn't it?
Does this look familiar to you?
Yes. Okay, let's sell this stuff. Right, large crystal Viviant, 5 crystal skulls, Angie, Miss Madalena, onyx skull. That should
Miss Angie! Just adorable. Porcelain dolls are very popular, you know. Please do take a look at my new
So
stock.
he's got new stock, right? Yeah, So we can upgrade the grenade launcher, which I haven't used yet, so I'm not going to. I might upgrade the power on this again.
One moment, please.
We didn't get anything new for this. So that's going to bring it up to 160. This is already at 170. I might up the 15,000. I do have 100,000 though.
Aha!
What supplies have you got? An improved grip for the pistol. Improved gun stock for the shotgun. Recipe for flashbangs, recipe for explosive rounds. 22,000 and 12,000. I'll get both.
Aha!
Like, why not? And then this. Not enough space in your inventory. Interesting. Oh, because does it make the gun bigger? There you go. Easy peasy.
I saw you eyeing
Equip.
that one.
Okay. Because it's only 3,000, I'll
Thank
take
you for
the
your
recipes for
purchase.
these. I have no idea how useful flashbangs are going to be, but I'll take it anyway. So, for the kitchen... I don't think we got any more meat, did we? No.
This is all an investment.
Do you know what? Apparently, if I put it in, it'll stay there. So if I'm only waiting on one meat here and one fish,
Don't let up yet.
then I'll put them all in, freeing up space in my inventory.
It's sure to be a
Quality meat and juicy game.
good meal.
I
Welcome.
may as well put them in just to free up the inventory space. There's the juicy game
Carry on.
and quality meat. I have 3 poultry on hand. Feel like I'm gonna put them into
Carry
this.
on.
Okay, so does that free up my inventory? It does, hugely. We've got another lockpick,
Only wait for the next
so we can use this. Somewhere. Fairly sure there was a lockpickable something around here somewhere. Oh yeah, there. There. So we'll use it there.
ingredients.
So this apparently is gonna have better recoil, this has a bit better damage. We've still got quite a bit of money left. I'm gonna hold on to it for now. Gonna... Oh, wait, what? Oh, that's handgun ammo. Okay. You can go there. We got explosive rounds. Okay, I'm happy enough with that so far. We've got 2 stacks of handgun ammo, so we're probably gonna go through that pretty fast. Okay. Well, that's another flask down, and I think I've already said it, but I don't ever want to do that again. That was utterly terrifying. Much more so than Castle Dimitrescu. And if I have my way, I'll never play that again. So, we've got a couple of things around the village to explore. And we've got a lockpick to pick and a key to get us to the next Lord's manor or house or whatever the hell this next one's going to be in. But until then, guys, I'm going to call the part here. So thanks for watching. I'll see you real soon. Take care.